The earth shook, buildings crumbled, lives were lost. On March 29, 2025, a devastating 7.7 magnitude earthquake struck northwest of Sagaing in central Myanmar, sending shockwaves of destruction across the country and into neighboring Thailand. The impact was immediate and catastrophic, leaving behind a trail of devastation and despair. The world watched in horror as news reports showed images of collapsed buildings, shattered lives, and a region struggling to cope with the enormity of the disaster. The earthquake, one of the most powerful to hit the region in recent history, struck at the heart of Myanmar, a nation already grappling with political turmoil and economic hardship. Its epicenter near the city of Sagaing, a region known for its ancient pagodas and vibrant culture, quickly became a scene of widespread destruction. The tremors were felt as far away as Bangkok, Thailand's bustling capital, where panic erupted as buildings swayed and people fled into the streets. In the immediate aftermath, a sense of disbelief and shock hung heavy in the air. As the dust settled, the true scale of the disaster began to emerge, painting a grim picture of loss and devastation. The earthquake had not only claimed lives and destroyed homes, but had also shattered the fragile sense of normalcy that many had clung to. The road to recovery, it was clear, would be long and arduous. As rescue workers frantically searched through the rubble, the death toll continued to rise. In Myanmar, the military government reported over 1,600 confirmed fatalities, a number feared to increase significantly as rescue efforts continued. More than 3,400 individuals suffered injuries, placing an immense strain on the country's already fragile healthcare system. The fate of at least 139 people remained unknown, their families clinging to hope even as each passing hour made the possibility of finding them alive more remote. Mandalay, Myanmar's second-largest city and a cultural gem, was among the hardest hit. Its historic temples, once symbols of enduring strength, lay in ruins, their once vibrant colors now muted by dust and debris. The city's infrastructure, already strained by years of neglect, crumbled under the force of the earthquake. Roads buckled, bridges collapsed, and power outages plunged the city into darkness, hampering rescue efforts and adding to the sense of chaos and despair. Across the border in Thailand, the earthquake's impact was felt most acutely in Bangkok. The collapse of a 30-story skyscraper under construction served as a stark reminder of the earthquake's indiscriminate power. At least 10 deaths were reported in the city, most linked to the construction site tragedy. The initial hours after the collapse were filled with agonizing uncertainty, as rescuers worked tirelessly to locate an estimated 100 workers initially unaccounted for. In the days following the main earthquake, a series of powerful aftershocks continued to rattle the region, adding to the trauma and hampering rescue efforts. More than 70 aftershocks, some registering magnitudes strong enough to cause further damage, sent tremors through the region, keeping residents on edge and hindering their ability to rebuild their lives. The constant threat of aftershocks brought a new dimension of fear and uncertainty to those who had survived the initial quake. Many, already traumatized by the loss of loved ones and homes, found themselves living in makeshift shelters, too afraid to return to buildings that might collapse at any moment. The psychological toll of the disaster, particularly on children who had witnessed unimaginable destruction, was immeasurable. The aftershocks served as a constant reminder of the Earth's raw power and the fragility of human existence. They highlighted the ongoing risks faced by those living in seismically active zones and the importance of disaster preparedness. As the ground continued to tremble, the people of Myanmar and Thailand found themselves caught in a terrifying waiting game, unsure of when or if the earth would settle once more. In the face of unimaginable loss and devastation, a massive international relief effort swung into action. Aid organizations from around the world mobilized resources, sending medical supplies, food, water, and shelter to the affected regions. The scale of the disaster, however, posed significant logistical challenges, making the timely delivery of aid a race against time. Damaged infrastructure emerged as a major obstacle to delivering aid to those who needed it most. Roads and bridges, already in a state of disrepair in many parts of Myanmar, were rendered impassable by the earthquake, cutting off access to remote communities. The Yangon Ne Pyi Ta Mandalay Expressway, a crucial artery for transporting goods and people, suffered disruptions, further hampering relief efforts. Myanmar's military government, in a rare appeal, called for international assistance, acknowledging the overwhelming scale of the disaster. Organizations like Shelterbox responded swiftly, deploying teams to assess the situation and provide emergency shelter to those who had lost their homes. The international community, united in its concern for the people of Myanmar and Thailand, pledged support and solidarity, promising to stand by the affected nations as they embarked on the long and arduous journey of recovery and rebuilding.